Dear children, today in this video we are going to print the prime factors of any number. So first of all, see that what are the prime factors. Suppose we have got this number 100 and initially we have got this 2. So you will see that this 100 is divisible by 2, and if we divide this it will get reduced to 50, and 2 is one of the prime factor here. Now we will see that if this 50 is further divisible by 2, then we will continue with this 2. Again you see that this 50 is divisible by 2, this will get reduced to 25. Further we will try to check with 2, but this 2 cannot divide this 25. So what we will do, we will consider the next value, so which is 3. Now we will see that this 3 cannot divide this 25. Then we will consider this value, which is 4. And then we will see that this 4 also cannot divide. So we will consider this 5. And now you see that 5 is divisible. This 25 is divisible by 5 and it will get reduced to 5. Further, we will see that this 5 can again divide this 5 and it will get reduced to 1. So the process will get continued till this number 100 is not get reduced to 1. So now you can see that this 100 is having these many prime factors, which is 2 and then 2, then 5 and then 5. These are for the 4 prime factors which this number is having. Now the same we are going to implement. So here what we are going to do is, suppose here the return type of this function is void. Why? Because within this function during the processing more than one values are being generated, so the return type is void. The name of the function is print fact and this is going to receive none. So first of all I would like to demonstrate the loop. Basically a loop is having 3 parts, which is initialization, the iteration and this updation. If you see that, if I am printing this I and if you execute that, what will happen here? It is a prime factor. So here it is, and here it is. Now you see that if suppose we have entered this number 10, the loop will go from 1 to 10. So initially 1 will get printed, then you know the basic nature of the loop. But if we remove this part and if you apply this I plus plus here, then also what will happen? The output is exactly same. It means it is not necessary that we should write the operation part right here. So the same concept we will be using during the generation of the prime factors. So here what we are going to do, we are going to just check if this number is divisible by this I. So this I will be known as a factor of this. So what we will be doing, we will be printing this value of I, and at the same time this number we are reducing by I. So in case if I cannot divide this number, then only we are going to increment the value. I am going to demonstrate this with the help of example. Suppose in this function we are passing the value which is 100, and here the loop will go, in this case the loop will go from the loop will go from 2 but not from 1, and it will go here we are just writing this if it is not 1. So till this num is not 1, so initially at this moment it is 100. So what will happen, here this condition will be checked, which is 100 mod 2 is divisible, so this 2 will get printed here, this 2 will get printed, and after we have printed, this number will become 50. Now what happens, this becomes 50 and it is not 1, so it will not get terminated. and this here, this 50 mod 2, this 50 mod 2, again it is divisible. So what will happen? This 2 will get printed again, but this time this will become 25. Now you will see that 25 is not divisible. This 25 is not divisible because it is returning 1. Here it is returning 1. So what will happen? This else part will get executed and the value of I will become 3. So this time it will get checked with 3, and this time also this value is not 0. So what will happen? This I becomes 4. And then 4, this 25 is not divisible by 4 also. So what will happen? This else part will get executed and this number becomes 5. Now you see that here in this case, this 25 is divisible by 5. This 5 will get printed, and here this number becomes 5. Next time it becomes 5, and now you will see this 5 is also divisible by this 5. So what happens? Again this 5 will get printed, and what will happen? This number num becomes 1, and this loop terminates. So these many factors have been printed on the screen. Now check that. Here it is 100. So just remove this. It is 1. Just remove this now. See that? It is 5. You see it is. Now here, this number, suppose we are giving 100. So you see that 2255 has been printed on the screen. Suppose for the next one, if it is suppose 32, then what will happen? If it is 32, you will see that 5 times 2 is got printed on the screen. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.